Hi, I'm Kat, and I'm here today with my minimal-ish makeup collection. This is almost everything that I own, and I like to go through and do swatches of everything for you guys today and let you know some of my favorite products, and if I were to have a truly minimal makeup collection, which products I would choose. And then I also want to share some of my regrets for my purchases at the end of the video, and I'll also probably just do a little declutter as we go along. So let's get started. All right, so this is my makeup collection. This is everything. It looks like a lot more when it's all laid out, but for me, this is like somewhat minimal. I'm not like an expert in makeup or anything. I would say like 5 years ago, if I went into Sephora, I felt like super lost. But I've been having a lot more fun with makeup lately, and I feel like my relationship with makeup has changed a lot. Don't feel as obligated to wear makeup anymore, and I more so just like play with makeup. And I'm not like proud of my new consumer habits, but you know, I have fun with it, and I'm just trying not to grow my collection much more, and I'm pretty like content with what I have, and if anything, I'm just like trying to pare down a little bit. But I do tend to like barely there makeup. I have summer skin tone. I'm a true summer, so I tend to go for like cool tone makeup, more muted, and then I also have acne prone skin, so that's something that I consider when buying makeup. So let's get started. All right, first I'm going to start with my makeup brushes. So these are all of my brushes, but really these three here are the only ones that I typically reach for. Just an eyebrow brush. Honestly, I use it every day. Like if there's anything that I do to make myself feel put together, it's just brush my eyebrows. It's like such a simple thing, but it makes me feel really good. This is the Ilia foundation brush, and I just find this one is really good. It's big enough to cover your whole face, small enough to get in those little areas, and it's really soft. And then I recently purchased this Merit eyeliner and eyeshadow brush, and I've been really enjoying it. I don't really use this side because I just use my fingers, but this side has been great for lining my eyes, and it's really easy to use. So that one I've been using a lot. Other than that, I might just use like this one if I ever use powder, and like some of these I might use, but really none of these I use anymore, but I'm holding on to them because they don't take up a lot of space. And sometimes I use them, but really these are my main ones. All right, next is my base. So this is the Merit Great Skin Serum. I got a sample of this in one of their holiday sets this past year, and I didn't expect to like it, but the glow it gives me is so nice, and my skin feels so good and looks so plump, and makeup goes on so smoothly on top. So I ended up repurchasing the larger size, and I really like it, and it lasts a long time. A little goes a long way. Oops, comes out kind of fast, but it feels very lightweight. Yeah, and it's just like a great prep for makeup, and I also like to use it on days when I don't wear makeup because it just makes my skin look like so healthy and glowy, and yeah, I love it. All right, next are my concealers. So I have these three here, these two from Ilia. I have this one in Mallow and Arrowroot. And then I have the Merit one in Bone. I like all of these fine. I have trouble like finding a perfect match for my skin tone. Let's start with the Mallow. So this is the lightest one. I am cool skin tone, but concealers can tend to look yellow on me or too pink. So it's really hard to find the perfect match. This one is the lightest, and it's good for winter or if I'm covering like a blemish or something. And usually I use like some kind of combination of these three depending on like the season and what my skin looks like that day. And this one is Arrowroot by Ilia. So you can see a little too dark, but this one is actually good for summer for me, like if I'm very tan. And both of the Ilia ones, they're very like creamy, they have good coverage, they're comfortable. They remind me a lot of like the Kosas concealer. I've used that one before too, and that one is also very similar, very comfortable, but the colors were just like more yellow, too yellow for me, which I know they have more cool tone ones now, so I kind of want to try it. And then I have this Merit one, if I can figure out how to open it. There we go. So this one I also like. This one is probably the closest match to my skin. Sometimes it goes a little too pink though. This is in Bone. It also tends to maybe like highlight my texture a little more than the Ilia ones, but overall it's very creamy and blends out really nicely, and I do like it. I'm kind of interested in trying the Tower 28 concealer or maybe the Kosas one in a cooler tone. If you have any concealer recommendations, let me know. All right, these are all my blushes, which is probably like one of my biggest categories. I definitely do not need this many blushes, but I have them, so I'm going to use them and I like them. Let's see, where do I start? I guess I'll start with the Ilia ones. These are my oldest ones, so I was super into these until I found the Merit ones, and now I prefer the Merit. Merit tends to be just a little creamier, whereas these are a little stiffer, but I still do really like the Ilia ones. So this one is Tenderly. So this is more of like a pink, like a true pink. It's pretty. I just don't reach for pink as much for some reason. Let's do At Last. So this is my favorite Ilia color. This one is perfect if you're a summer skin tone. Like it's just like the most beautiful kind of like muted mauve color. I really like that one. This one I've used a lot. Like it's definitely almost done. So I really love that one. And that would be the one that I would repurchase out of all the Ilia ones. Next, let's do A Fine Romance. So this one I think would be really beautiful in a winter skin tone. It's definitely cool and bright, like a very beautiful berry color. It can be a little bit too intense on me, so I just have to kind of like wear it lightly, but it is really beautiful. I don't reach for it as much as I do this one. So Tenderly, At Last, and A Fine Romance. And then my last Ilia one is Lady Bird. This one is my other favorite one. And this one is about as warm as I can go. It's kind of like a terracotta color, but it's just muted enough that it works well on me. And it looks really good with kind of like warmer makeup looks, if that's what I'm doing. So those are all the Ilia ones that I have. Next, let's do Merit. So I have a few of these. These I got really obsessed with this past year. My favorite one is this one, which is Beverly Hills. And this one is just so easy to wear. It goes with everything. It's not too warm. It's not too cool. It's just like a really versatile color. It is very light, so if you have darker skin, I don't think this would work on you. Even me with very light skin, I have to build it up a lot to be able to see it at all. But I do use that one probably the most. And really, if I had to choose like one blush, it might be this one. Next is Cheeky. This one is also great if you have a cool skin tone. This one is very similar. It's kind of between these two here from Ilia. Kind of like a muted berry pink is what I would call it. And then next I have Mood. So Mood is like a burgundy color. And this one would be really great if you have a deep skin tone. I can definitely go overboard with this one if I put too much. But it is really pretty and really pretty for like fall and winter. But I don't reach for that one quite as much. And then my last one here is Rouge from Merit. And this one is their red one, which is a very like true red. I would see this looking good on literally any skin tone. And it definitely leans a little warm on me, but is still a very wearable red as a cool skin tone. So I do like this one. And then my last one here, this is my most recent purchase. This is the Pillow Talk Charlotte Tilbury Matte Beauty Blush Wand. And this one, honestly, if I had to choose only one blush to have, it would be this one. Where should I put it? I'll just put it here. So this one is probably the closest to like my natural flush. It is so pretty. It looks good with no other makeup or a lot of makeup, like a full face. It's very natural looking and it blends out really easily. Yeah, and I really love it. It's just like a nice product to use. It's very enjoyable and the color is beautiful. So yeah, those are my blushes. All right, next up are my highlighters. I only have two. The first one here is the Ilia one in the color Polka Dots and Moonbeams. And this one I used for years and really loved it. I liked how sheer it was because a lot of highlighters that have color tend to show up as the color on my skin. So I like how this one is just kind of like a white color. So very good if you're pale. Yeah, just a very natural looking highlight. But lately I've been really loving the Merit one. This one I like because it's just so easy to use. It just glides right on and it gives this really like natural glowy look to the skin. And yeah, this one has been the one that I've been reaching for most often. I don't think the Polka Dots and Moonbeams one even exists anymore. I think they've discontinued this color. So yeah, I definitely like the Mare one. This is in the color Kava. You know what? I actually think I'm going to declutter the Ilia one since I do only reach for the Merit one. And this Ilia, I probably got in 2020, and it has a 12-month shelf life. And it's, I don't know, it's looking a little funky. It smells a little weird. So I think I'm going to declutter it since I literally don't even reach for it anymore. And I don't think I will in the future. So this one is gone, and I'm going to keep the Merit one. Next are eyebrows. So I have a few products here. The first one here is the Kosas Airbrow, and I really enjoyed this one. I probably got this one back in 2020 also, so it's a little old and goopy now, but I like that it's a clear gel. This one though, I noticed did flake just if I touched my eyebrow, which I realize I tend to do a lot throughout the day, kind of mindlessly. So it does flake a little, but not a lot. But overall, this is like a solid eyebrow gel. I do like it. But again, I got this in like 2020, and it's really gloopy and old and it's almost gone. So I think it's time to get rid of it. So I'm going to declutter that one. This next one is the Kosas Brow Pop. So I rarely ever use this unless I'm doing like a full-on makeup look, just to like fill in kind of sparse areas in my eyebrows. But this is in the color Taupe, I believe. Yeah, Taupe. And it's very natural looking. I really like it. I like how it has the brush on the end. And yeah, it's a really nice eyebrow pencil. I'm going to hold on to that one. Even though I don't use that much, it's nice to have on hand. Here I have the Merit. This is like the eyebrow pomade. This one I got in their holiday set as well. And this is in the color Natural. So this is actually a clear one, which they don't sell typically, which is such a bummer. I really like this, except for when I received it. So I open it and I'm thinking this is going to be where all the product is on this larger side. But no, it's like on this small side. Like I feel like whenever companies do this to me, I'm just instantly disappointed. And I was thinking it was because I got this in the holiday set, but no, this is how they are, and they're very expensive. Like, I think this one is probably double the price of this one, which I bought more recently. But I do really like it. It's clear, and it gives like a really fluffy, natural look instead of sort of the laminated look that you get more so with the Kosas. So I really do enjoy this one, but they don't have the clear available, and it's really expensive. So I probably won't be repurchasing it, even though I do really enjoy it. And this last one here is the Kulfi Brow Gel. So this one is also clear, and I got this one recently. And I really like this one. It definitely gives more of a laminated look to your eyebrows, but you can kind of refluff them back up, and you can definitely like layer this on if you want even more hold and more of a laminated look. But this one does not flake at all. Like it's very nice. And then it also has these brushes on the other end, which is very nice as well. But yeah, this one's about half the price of the Merit. So I definitely appreciate that about it, but it's not quite as fluffy as I'd like my eyebrows to look. But yeah, if you have any good like clear eyebrow gel recommendations for like a natural fluffy look, please let me know. Next are just kind of some miscellaneous eye products that I have. First up here is the Merit mascara. So this I also received in that holiday collection, and I really like it. It's a 2B mascara. It has like a very natural look on the eyelashes, which is my preference. I don't really like big false lash looks. So yeah, very natural, easy to take off, which is also important to me, but it doesn't like smudge or anything. Yeah, just really easy to use. And to be honest, I I've never purchased a mascara in my life. Like I always receive little sample ones, and I just live off the samples because I just don't wear mascara that much. Like I tend to like a more natural look, but if I'm doing kind of like a more of a full face look, then I will wear this, and I enjoy it. Next is this Ilia eye primer. So I just wanted like an eye primer to go under eyeshadow to help it stay on. This one has a nice brightening effect on the eyes, so it's kind of nice to wear even without eyeshadow. I don't know if it's the best at helping my eyeshadow stay on. I'm sure there's better out there. Again, if you have any recommendations, let me know. I like that this one's really gentle on your eyes because I do have sensitive eyes. So next I have this Ilia liquid eyeliner. This one I also like. I don't tend to use this like black eyeliner as much anymore, but I used to do a lot of cat eyes, and this one was definitely very easy to use, very user friendly, and also good for sensitive eyes. So I like that one. And then this is just like a random little brand called Skin to Spirit. I honestly don't even know if it exists anymore, but it was back when I was looking for kind of cleaner ingredients since I do have sensitive eyes. This is a brown color. I don't really wear eyeliner that much anymore though, but I'm going to keep this one just in case. Yeah. So here are all my eyeshadows. I have a decent amount of eyeshadows. Honestly, I don't even wear eyeshadow that much, but they're fun to play with. I like them. Yeah, where do we start? Maybe let's start with Merit, because these are the ones that I'm really loving the most lately. So this one is Studio. So Studio is kind of like a taupey brown, but it definitely goes a little warm on me. But again, this is about as warm as I could go as a cool skin tone, and it still works really well on me. So if I'm going for a warmer look, I really like that one. Let's do Social next. So Social I really like. This one is kind of like a purpley mauve color. And this one on me just looks like a really natural kind of contour shadow since I am so cool tone. And all of these are so easy to use, so easy to blend out. Like I really enjoy using these. These are kind of one of my new favorite products. The next one is Glacé, I guess is how you pronounce it. This one also came in their holiday set, and this was the main reason why I bought the holiday set. This one is just like a really pretty kind of shimmery champagne color, kind of rose gold a little bit, but it's so pretty and it just looks really natural, and it kind of gives that wet look, but in a very like subtle, like I could wear this every day kind of eyeshadow. So I like that one a lot and have used that one a lot. And then my last Merit one is Nelson. So this one I mainly use as an eyeliner, and this one has been great as an eyeliner. It's kind of like a charcoal color, which for me works better than brown and better than black. It's just like a very soft color. I use their little eyeliner brush for this one, and it's really easy to do a little cat eye on it. Yeah, so those are all so pretty together too. I really like that. So next, let's do Ilia. So I have this little cool tone palette from Ilia. I really love all of these. Are just like very easy to use. They're kind of like creamy almost, very forgiving and user friendly, which is kind of what I need. So first is this very like soft color, which is just like a good base color. Really, it doesn't even show up on me, but that's kind of the point of it, I think, just to like have a nice matte base for the rest of the colors to go on. Next is this kind of purpley color. This color is very similar to this one by Merit. Like you definitely do not need both. This one's maybe a little more purple. Next is this kind of burgundy color, which is really so beautiful. And this sparkly color. So pretty, and they're so like creamy and easy to use. This brown color. This kind of purpley shimmer color. Just looks so good together, and it's so easy to make a complete eye look using these. And this is the only palette I own, and yeah, I'm kind of fine with that. Like it's really all I need. Just a really solid little palette here and really user friendly. All right, next, let's do the Moon Dust one. So this is one of my most recent purchases. I just really wanted like a shimmery, oh my gosh, these are driving me crazy. Okay. This one's just like a really pretty shimmery white color. So I recently watched Some Like It Hot with Marilyn Monroe, and I've never been like a Marilyn Monroe fan until I finally watched a movie of hers, and I was like, okay, I get it. I get why people like Marilyn Monroe, but I was like super inspired by her makeup. She always does this kind of like white makeup look, so I just really wanted to like get a white eyeshadow. I've seen so many things on this one and just how it's like kind of a wet look, and I would definitely say that it has some sparkle to it. It's honestly like I could wear this on a daily basis, and it's just like brightens my eyes. It looks natural but with a little sparkle. I really enjoy it. Next, let's do this one. So this one I got as a free sample from Sephora, I think like for my birthday. It's the Laura Mercier. This one is in the color Strapless. I honestly never reach for this one. It's really pretty. It's very creamy and easy to use. I just find, I don't know, it's kind of, once it sets in, it doesn't budge, which is great, except for I don't like having to rub at my eyes to get my makeup off. So I rarely ever use this one, even though it is really pretty. It's a really nice kind of taupey, shimmery shade. I don't really use it, but I'm going to hold on to it because I like it and I might use it sometime. Next, so this is the old school Kosas 10-second eyeshadow in the color Globe. So they did reformulate this one. I think this one's from like, again, 2020. So it's definitely expired, but their new formula is not the same. Like I bought a couple of the colors in the new formula and I ended up decluttering them because I just did not like them at all. But this Globe one, this old formula in Globe, is so beautiful that I cannot get myself to get rid of it. All you need is this one eyeshadow and it gives you the most beautiful look. It blends out seamlessly. Like it's so pretty. And again, this is kind of like a coppery shade and this is warmer on my skin, but it really does not look too orange. Like I think this would be beautiful in any skin tone. So I cannot get myself to get rid of this one since they don't make it anymore. All right, let's get into these Lisa Eldridge eyeshadows. This one is in Angelica. I really love these. This one is very similar to the old school Kosas in Globe. Maybe a little more taupe. Yeah, a little more like rosy undertones to it. But these are so easy to use. Like they're a little pricey, but just like the old Kosas one, they blend out so seamlessly. All you need is the one eyeshadow and it gives you like a complete look. So you can't mess up with these. Like they're so easy to use. And this is one that I probably reach for the most out of all my eyeshadows as like a going out look. And this other Lisa Eldridge one is in the color Bianca. So this one is more of like a pinkish lavender shimmer. This one definitely has more sparkle to it than the Angelica one. But again, this one is so pretty and just so easy to use. I really love these. They are definitely worth the money for me. So another liquid one I have is this Glossier one, and I just got this one recently. This is the Sky Wash in the color Pool. And I just, again, I think I was inspired by Marilyn Monroe, but she has like some powder blue eyeshadows and I just needed a powder blue eyeshadow in my life. And this one was the perfect kind of powdery, soft color. And it was exactly what I wanted. And it's so beautiful. Like it's very subtle. And again, I could wear this on a day-to-day basis and it would not look out of place. And if you are a summer skin tone, this is like the most beautiful blue color for you. It's really nice. And again, just very easy to use, blends out nicely. I think that's actually all of my eyeshadows. So those are those 5 there. Next, I just have a few lip balms I want to talk about. This first one has been my favorite one. I literally use this like every single day. It lasts really well. It has a really like natural tint to it. This is the strawberry one, the Ole Hendrickson. But yeah, I really love this. It feels really nice on the lips. My lips feel so good when I wear it and it lasts like all day. This one I also use every day. It's the Laneige one. This one I use before bed. And it's pricey, but it's lasted me literally forever. Like it's lasting so long and it feels so good on the lips. I think if you want like a less expensive option, just go with like Vaseline. They have like the lip therapy, and that one I would say works just as well as this one. This one just feels like a luxury experience when I use it, and I like the smell of it. It's like a subtle kind of berry smell. The Laneige one is nice. I do like it. I have this little sample one of the Ilia lip mask that I got. This one I do really like. I can't use this one daily because it does kind of have some exfoliating properties to it, but I find this one to be really nice to use to prep my lips before doing like a lipstick or something. And I'm considering purchasing the larger size because this little one has lasted me like absolutely forever, and I'm almost done with it. But it is just really great for prepping your lips and it makes them look like so smooth. But I did notice when I use this one daily, my lips were getting a little dry. So this one is just an occasional one. Those are my lip balms. All right, next up are lip liners. So I never owned a lip liner before like 2 months ago. Now I own like 3. So the first one was this Merit one, which also came in that holiday set. I don't know what color this one is. It just says signature lip. I don't think they actually sell a lip liner. It's kind of like a beigey color. I really don't understand this lip liner though, because it's like so silky on the lips that you can just like blend it almost completely away and it does not set down ever. So I just don't understand how it's supposed to work as a lip liner, even though it feels really good on the lips. Yeah, and then the color is also just like not my favorite. Like it looks a little, makes me look a little washed out or something. But I'll hold on to it for now since it's new and maybe I'll use it. I don't know. Next, I got this Revlon lip liner. This is the Color Stay one. This is in the color Nude. So this one I got because I saw that it was a good lip liner. I thought the color would work well, and the color does work well. My complaint with this lip liner, though, is that you have a little bit of workability, but it sticks down very quickly, and I just need something more forgiving because I'm not a makeup person. Like I need something that is easy to use. And then this one also just like highlighted all the texture around my lips. Like it didn't look very hydrating on my lips, and I just really do not enjoy this one. So I think I will declutter it because I'm literally never going to use it. So I did end up getting the Pillow Talk one, and this just goes to show you that like you should just buy the one that you like rather than trying to get a dupe, because I wasted my money on the dupe and I don't like it. And now it just feels wasteful. Whereas the Pillow Talk one is the one that I knew would work really well on me from the beginning, but I didn't want to spend the money on it. But I ended up spending the money anyhow. But yeah, there it is. Pillow Talk is just like the most perfect, natural, my lips but better color on me. It has a little bit of a rosy undertone, but still like slightly peach and a little warm. But yeah, it's just really beautiful, and I find it to be really forgiving to work with. Like I can like blend it out, but then it still stays pretty well once it sets down. And it just has like a blurring effect on my lips. Like it's very easy to use. And yeah, I'm very happy with that. But you can see what a difference that color is compared to the Merit one. Like the Merit one is just not flattering for me. And this Revlon one is like a little too orange. But yeah, this one is perfect. All right, next is probably my favorite category, which are lip glosses and lip oils. I probably have too many of these, like I definitely do, but they're what I use the most on a day-to-day basis. So let's see, where do we start? Let's start with Rare Beauty, because I think Rare Beauty are my favorite lip glosses that I own. So these are, I think, called Glossy Balms, which is a pretty accurate description because they are very balmy. I like these just because they are the most comfortable on my lips. Like they stay a long time. The applicator is very nice to use. My favorite color on me is this one right here, which is mauve. Yeah, it's just like a really pretty mauve color, and it looks good really with anything. Like no makeup, it looks good. Just a very pretty color for cool tone skin. Next is Nearly Apricot. And what I love about the Rare Beauty lip balms is that they really can look good on any skin tone. So even though this apricot is a warmer color, because your natural lip color kind of shows through, it really just looks good on everybody. And then the last one I have is Nearly Neutral. This one is a really pretty taupey brown color. This is like a great brown for a summer skin tone. If you have cool skin tone, then this brown just is really beautiful and does not look too orange. Like it's a very cool brown, but then I can see this looking good on literally anybody. Like it's just a very flattering color. So those are all of my Rare Beauty ones, which like I said are probably my favorite, and the mauve one is my most used. Like it's almost gone. Next, let's talk about the Tower 28 one. So this Tower 28 lip gloss in the color Coconut. I love this formula and I love the color. I think this color is so pretty. And I think it's just like very flattering on, and I like the texture, like it feels very comfortable. My complaint with this one though is I absolutely hate the applicator. Like when I put this on, it just glops on in a way that looks so uneven. So I have to like use a mirror when using this one. Whereas the Rare Beauty ones, I can just swipe on with no mirror and it's going to look good. Like I really just don't enjoy it. So I never really reached for this one. And I actually wore it recently just to test it out again. And I think it's gone bad because it was tingling in a way that I do not remember it tingling before. And it just kind of smells a little off. And I feel like it went bad really fast. Like I only got this a year or two ago, which I know is probably too long ago already, but yeah, I have to get rid of it because it was very uncomfortable to wear. So I'm going to declutter this one. Next, let's talk about this one right here. So this is the Dior Lip Glow Oil. This one is ridiculously overpriced, especially since it's like the color balancing pH thing. So it'll pretty much turn out pink no matter what. It's practically clear though, but it's very comfortable. It lasts a long time. Is it worth however much money it's worth? No, I don't think so. I think you could get like any clear gloss and be happy with it. And I just never find myself reaching for this. Plus, it feels like so extra. Like, if I took this out of my purse in public and used it, I would just feel like so bougie. And I don't really like, I don't know, I feel like it draws attention to me in a way that I don't like. And it's like, look at how much money I spent on this makeup. Like, I'm kind of embarrassed how much money I spent on this. I just never reach for it. Plus, like the doe-foot, I know a lot of people like how big it is, but I feel ridiculous using this. Like, again, I feel ridiculous when I use it. It is pretty. It's a nice clear. It's comfortable. I don't think it's worth the price though. Next, let's do these Kosas wet lip oils. So these are my oldest lip oils here, this dip one. I love this one so much. This is such like a pretty kind of like neutral terracotta shade. And again, just like their Globe eyeshadow, I think this would look good on any skin tone. And this is like a warm color for me, but it does not go too orange because it's kind of peachy. So it's just very flattering, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it. And I just really love it. I do think this color has gone bad though. Like it, it has a smell to it, and I don't think I would want to use it anymore. It says 18 months, and I probably got this in 2020. So I'm going to declutter it, sadly, but I probably would repurchase this one. Maybe not anytime soon since I have so many, but it's a very unique color compared to all the others that I have. And I really enjoyed it and used it a lot when I was using it. So sadly, I think I'll declutter that one as well. And then this next Kosas one, this one is in the color Unhooked, which is kind of like a cool, neutral nude shade. This one's a little newer than the other one, so it's still good. This one is just like a really pretty nude color, especially if you're cool toned. It doesn't wash me out. It's very pretty, kind of rosy undertones. The Kosas lip oil feels very light, but still like nourishing. It does have a little bit of like a vanilla cupcakey scent to it, like not super strong, but I can see how this would be off-putting to some people. And honestly, I didn't mind the smell when I first bought it, but then I wore this exact one to a bachelorette party, and now I associate it with feeling kind of drunk and sick. So now the smell makes me feel a little nauseous. So I never reach for this one. But the color is so pretty. Like I really love it. I'm going to hold on to it. I'm going to try to use it. Try to get over the smell thing. I just wish like there was never scent in anything. Next, let's do these Merit ones. Let's put them in order here. All right. So let's start with this one here. This one is in the shade Jeté. It's supposed to be a nude, and when I first bought it, it looked nude, but it has turned pink because it is also pH adjusting. I do really love it though. You can tell I've used a lot of it. I was using this daily until I got the Ole Henriksen lip balm. You can see it looks pink, but it looks very natural. It feels very comfortable. It's lightweight. It doesn't last very long, but my lips feel softer after I use this. Like, I feel like it's actually nourishing my lips, which I appreciate. And it just gives me a really natural glow to my lips, and I look like healthy and alive. So I do really like that. So I ended up getting also the shade Mapleton. And this is, I think they're like Jelly or something it's called. So these are kind of the sheer lip oils. And it's a little darker, but again, because these Gelée ones, Gelée or whatever, are pH adjusting, on the lips it looks almost identical, and I definitely did not need to buy two of these. Like, I could have just gotten one of these colors and been completely fine and happy, but I have two. I like the formula, so I'll keep using them. Next are the other lip oils from Merit. So these kind of have more color payoff, and these are not color adjusting. So this one's in the color taupe, and this one's really pretty. They're very light. They do not last long at all. They almost like soak into the lips. They're not as nourishing as these here. They do fade away pretty quickly. This color taupe reminds me a lot of the Rare Beauty Nearly Neutral. Nearly Neutral has a little bit more rosy undertone to it, and I just like the formula of the Rare Beauty one a lot more. So I definitely did not need this one. Like, I could have just had this one and been happy, and I rarely ever reach for this one because I prefer this one more. Next is the Merit in Sangria. This one's really pretty. I just love this color, and I do not have another lip gloss this color. It's just so pretty. It's such a nice kind of wine color, great for fall. Again, it doesn't last that long, but I love the color so much that I don't even care. It's just a nice lip oil. That's all my lip oils, so I'm decluttering two of them. Here's my not quite lipstick category. So these are kind of more sheer lip balm type lipsticks. First up are these Ilia ones. So these are their balms, they're tinted balms. So this is in the color Lady. This is just like a really pretty cranberry color. And I like to use these as kind of like a blotted lip. And it's just so pretty. Like, it's very easy to wear. You can really like build up the color if you want, or you can have it be more sheer. This is just a really pretty cranberry color, great for fall. And then the next Ilia one I have is Wanderlust. This one is more of like a berry color. And again, I really like this one as a blotted lip. It's really pretty. I did have some other colors of these Ilia ones that went bad, some of the lighter colors, but I really like these colors a lot more than the lighter ones. I just think they're better. Like, I don't know, something about the formula works better in these darker colors. But yeah, I really love these two. And then the next one is Clinique Black Honey. So we all know about this one, and I really like it. I think it is worth the hype. Oops, I just broke it. Sad. This one is just like, it looks good on any skin tone, great for fall. You can kind of build it up if you want to. And it's just so flattering. It looks like very natural for still adding a good amount of color. Yeah, just really beautiful. Again, worth the hype in my opinion. And then my last one here is this Charlotte Tilbury. This is, what's it called? It's like Hyaluronic Happy Kiss something, but it's in the color Pillow Talk. This one I really like. So again, Pillow Talk is just the perfect color for me. It looks so natural on my lips, and this is the one that I'm actually wearing today. This one, again, you can build up or kind of just have it be blotted and sheer. My lips have color to them, but it still looks very natural, and this stuff stays on like all day. It wears really beautifully. I was like pleasantly surprised by this one. The packaging feels kind of cheap, like it's like plastic, and it's the kind that like clicks up but then won't go back down, which I kind of hate. Like, it gives me anxiety. Like, I don't want to ruin it, but I think it's still worth the price. The color is awesome, the formula is awesome, and yeah, it's just a great day-to-day product. So those are all of my almost lipsticks, not quite lipsticks. Here are my lipsticks. I only have 3 of them. All these I got pretty recently. I did have some others from Kosas, that I liked, but they went bad, and I think these colors work a lot better for me. So let's start with this one actually. So this is in the color Fashion. This is their signature lip, so I think it's like a satin finish, but this is a really pretty kind of berry color. It's so beautiful. I think this would look great if you're a summer skin tone or winter. It's so comfortable. It's very forgiving. So if you're not like a lipstick person, this one I can kind of like blot out and it doesn't look like a mess on my lips. So I appreciate that. This next one is also by Merit, and this is in the color Power, and this is their matte lipstick. So I just really wanted a red lipstick, and I was looking for the perfect cool tone lipstick, cool tone red, and this one was it. So this is just like very beautiful. Again, so easy to use, so comfortable. It's not drying on the lips at all. Something else that I love about this one is that these Merit ones, I can kind of like mix together to create like a custom color. So I can do Fashion and put Power on top of it. And it just like creates this like deep berry color, kind of like a ruby red. So yeah, I like that there's kind of the versatility. Like you don't really need to own a lot in order to get different looks. Like you can kind of customize by blending things together. But yeah, very beautiful. I love the formula of these. So this one is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. It's the matte one. And I got this for my birthday from Sephora as their little free gift. And this one I also really love. Again, the color Pillow Talk is just so perfect for me. The perfect nude shade, because I find a lot of nude shades can go kind of a little like brown, or I don't know, they just kind of make me look sick and lifeless. But this one has enough kind of like a rosy undertone that it just looks so flattering. It's super comfortable. The formula reminds me a lot of the matte one from Merit. Just really easy to use and forgiving. And this is just a great little matte nude lipstick. So I love that. Okay, to finish out my lipstick category, I wanted to share some of my SPF lip glosses. It is so hard to find a good SPF lip product for some reason. So I thought I'd share these with you to share my thoughts. So this first one is the Cocoa Kind Tinted Lip Shield, SPF 24. So this one I really like the color of. I think it's, oh, it kind of came out kind of separated. That's good to know. It's definitely an oil. I like the color a lot. It is so thin though that my lips absorb it very quickly and then they're left feeling kind of dry, which I don't like, which is a bummer because I love the color and I love that it has SPF in it. So not my favorite, but it's okay. It doesn't taste like sunscreen, which is always a plus. But yeah, still not my favorite just because it doesn't last very long and feels drying after a while. This one is by Color Science, SPF 35, and this is in the color Rose. This one might be my favorite lip gloss out of them, but again, I don't really reach for it. It does have good color payoff, and it's like a very natural rose color. It's very thick because I think it is a mineral sunscreen, so it doesn't have any of the sunscreen taste, which is great. It kind of has like a minty scent to it, and the color is really pretty. I don't know. I just never really reach for it because I don't know. I just don't. I don't reach for it that much. Maybe because it's so thick. Like, it's just like not my favorite to use. And yeah, if I'm going out in the sun, then I'll probably be reaching for this one right here, which is just a lip balm. So I'll just talk about this one next. This is my favorite SPF lip product. It doesn't taste like sunscreen. Like, it's not bitter at all. It has a slightly sweet taste to it, but nothing too intense. It's literally just a lip balm, no tint to it, but SPF 35, it lasts all day, like they say. It's water resistant. Yeah, if you're going to be like hiking or swimming or being active, this is definitely where it's at here. And then the last one, this one is by Naked Sundays. It's their Glow and Go Lip Oil, SPF 50. So this is the reformulation, which they claim does not taste like sunscreen, but it definitely tastes like sunscreen. It is nasty. It is so bad. It's so bitter, which is such a shame because it's really pretty. I don't even know what color it is. It's kind of their like reddish one. It feels really good on the lips. It's a really comfortable lip oil. It lasts well. As SPF 50, which is the most out of all of these, but it tastes so bad. Like, I cannot eat or drink anything after using this. I'm very much aware of the taste on my lips, and I just want to get it off as quickly as possible. So I literally never even grab for this one, which is such a shame because I feel like it would be the best if it didn't taste horrible. Yeah, those are my SPF lip products for you guys. All right, my very last category are setting powders and sprays. So to start off with, let's start with my oldest one, which is the RMS Beauty Unpowder. So this literally only has 2 ingredients, silica and mica. And this one is a translucent powder, kind of gets everywhere, which is annoying. But I used this one for years and really love it. It does not irritate my skin at all. It feels so lightweight, doesn't look cakey at all, doesn't make me look like a ghost or anything. Just very comfortable to use and very natural looking. And yeah, I like that the ingredients are so simple. It's very good for acne prone skin. But I just don't really use powder anymore. But I'll still hold on to it 'cause I don't think it really goes bad being a powder, and I do really like it. And then this one here is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This one I think I got as a sample from Sephora, probably for my birthday. This one is really good as well. It is also translucent, same as the RMS one. Honestly, they're so similar. I really cannot tell the difference between them. They're both very comfortable to use, look very natural. RMS is probably way more affordable. Yeah, I like both of them. And then this last one here is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is what I use now. So this one is just so easy to use. It doesn't make me look super matte or cakey, which I appreciate, and it feels very lightweight. It seems to keep my makeup in place. It has a slight scent, but nothing too strong, like it doesn't bother me, and it hasn't irritated my skin at all. So this one has been really nice to use and just really quick and easy, and I don't have to use a brush or anything. I don't really like washing brushes and dealing with them. So yeah, this one has been great. I like it. All right, here are the items I regret purchasing. I already showed you guys some of these. So this one I regret purchasing. It's way too expensive for what it is. This one I regret because it tastes so horrible. This one I regret because I hate the applicator of it, and I barely ever used it because of that. This one I already talked about too. I regret because I wish I would have just gone with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk one to start off with rather than trying to get a dupe and then wasting my money on it. And then these I haven't talked about yet. So this Milk Makeup contour stick. This is a totally fine contour stick. There's nothing wrong with it. It blends really easily. It's cool toned, but I just never use a contour stick, and I just kind of find that it doesn't really suit me, even though it's cool toned. I just feel like it makes my skin look a little dirty or something. It's just like a step that I'm never going to do in my routine. But if you are looking for a cool toned contour stick, then this is a good one. But I've literally used this once and I'll probably never use it again. But I'm going to hold on to it for now just because I have it and I bought it, and I don't know, maybe I'll try to use it. Who knows? So another one I regret purchasing. This is the Sculpt and Glow Contour Duo by Lily Lolo. Again, nothing wrong with this, but as a summer skin tone, I've just realized that bronzers and contours do not work on me. They look so orange, they look out of place. Like, this is a cool toned one, like as cool as I could find at the time, and it's so orange still. The highlighter is nice, but again, it's a little warmer, and I just don't really use powders anymore, so I think I will actually declutter this one. And then lastly here, I have these Kosas, what are they called? Like wet lip or something, wet gloss. I bought both of these without even trying them. They were impulse purchases. My toxic trait is I tend to buy makeup when I'm sad. So I purchased 2 of them without ever having tried one. because I just thought like, oh, a sheer like lip product that is right up my alley. And you know, they look beautiful. This one is Heat Wave. I actually really like this color. I just find that they don't last that long at all. They last maybe like, I don't know, 15 minutes, or like as soon as I drink or eat something, they're absolutely gone. This is the color Malibu, which I like less than the Heat Wave. Heat Wave I definitely like better, especially the Malibu one for some reason. It just like sits in the lines of my lips, like the pigment of it, and I just do not find them that flattering. And yeah, they just like transfer instantly onto anything I'm drinking. I never reach for them. I'm going to see if I use them this summer since they're more summery colors, but if not, then I'll probably end up decluttering them, and they were a waste of my money. So yeah, these are the things that I regret purchasing. For now, I'm decluttering these three here, and I'll just hold on to these for now and see if I can use them. All right, these are all the items that I am decluttering. I actually forgot to mention this one. This is the L'Oreal Ice Latte eyeshadow, and I actually really like this one. This one has been like a solid eyeshadow for me, but I've had this for over 10 years. So I don't know, I used it the other day to try it out again, and it was kind of irritating my eyes. But it's really pretty, but I think it's time to let it go. Like it's old, it's time. So yeah, this one I'm decluttering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. So not bad. All right, so now for my favorite items. If I were to have to choose one item from each category to have a truly minimal makeup collection, this is what I'd choose here. So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15 products, if I counted that right. 15 products. Let's start with the base. I love this base. I think it's great. The setting spray, love it. I just chose the Merit Concealer just because it's the closest skin tone match for me right now, but I'm not totally married to this one. Again, if you have any recommendations for concealers, let me know. Blush, I would definitely choose the Pillow Talk Matte Blush Wand just because it's so versatile, and the color is perfect for me. It looks so natural. I love it. I think it's worth the money if you're literally just going to get one blush. Eyebrows, I chose the Merit one just because it's my favorite currently, even though they don't sell the clear color. Highlighter, I choose the Merit one. It's so natural looking. It gives like a dewy glow. The mascara, again, I don't have a lot to compare, but I'm enjoying this one a lot. Lip gloss, or lip balm, I mean. This lip balm I use every single day. I would choose this SPF one right here. Lip balm, I choose Rare Beauty in Mauve. This one's great, comfortable, easy to use. For my kind of lipstick, I choose Clinique Black Honey. My lip liner, I choose the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. For my one lipstick, I would choose Merit Fashion, just to have like a statement lip option, and I just think this berry color is so pretty on me. Like it feels kind of more wearable, and I can kind of blot it out to be lighter if I want, or build it up. And for eyeliner, I would choose Merit and Nelson. I just think this is a great eyeliner, and it doubles as an eyeshadow. And then for eyeshadow, the one that I would choose is Lisa Eldridge in Angelica. Again, I can like sheer it out more for like a day-to-day look, or I can build it up to be a kind of going out look. It's really versatile, and all you need is this one product. It's kind of like a one and done eyeshadow. Really easy to use. You can't mess it up. So yeah, these are all the products if I were to have a truly minimal makeup collection. And that's it. That's my whole makeup collection. Thank you for watching. And if you have any favorites, let me know in the comments below, and let me know if you want to see more content like this, and like and subscribe.